Hello students, let's keep working and let's go to language section, page 95 and 96. Today's topic is about reflexive pronouns. Do you remember what a pronoun is? A pronoun is a word that we use to replace a noun in a sentence. And we have different types of nouns and different types of pronouns. On the chart that you can see, we have subject pronouns. These are the basic pronouns your English teachers ask you to learn, right? Such as I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Now, before we start this topic, I want you to watch the following video. Try to take notes to help you answer the next exercises. Ready? Pay attention.
Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are words that are used when the subject and the object of the sentence are the same. Allie believes in herself. We would never say Allie believes in Allie. That would sound very strange in English. That's why we use reflexive pronouns instead. They can act as direct objects. I decided to reward myself with an ice cream cone. They can also be indirect objects. Jane makes a cup of coffee for herself every day. These pronouns end in self and selves. Let's take a look at reflexive pronouns. Pronoun, reflexive pronoun. I, myself. You, singular, yourself. He, himself. She, herself. It, itself. We, ourselves. You, plural, yourselves. Them, themselves.
Now, I'm pausing the video here because I want you to do the same. Make a pause and please copy this image. On your language worksheets, draw a chart in which you have subject pronouns on the left side, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they, and on the right side, the corresponding reflexive pronouns. Pause the time you need to copy everything. As soon as you finish, click on play again to continue watching the video.
Here are some examples. I baked this cake all by myself. Gina poured a soda for herself after a long day of work. The black cat is scratching itself against the tree. It can be dangerous to travel by yourselves in some places. Watch out! Using reflexive pronouns in compound subjects in a sentence is incorrect. Look at the examples. Peter and myself are looking for something fun to do. Incorrect. Peter and I are looking for something fun to do. Correct. Using reflexive pronouns instead of subject pronouns is also incorrect. Myself will conduct today's experiment. Incorrect. I will conduct today's experiment. Correct. Now I know that reflexive pronouns are words that are used when the subject and the object of the sentence are the same. Need more practice? Check out the language section of your book for more exercises.
Very good. Now we are ready to start our lesson. So please follow me at home to read the first explanation. Reflexive pronouns are words ending in self or selves that are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. They can act as either objects or indirect objects. For example, the children cook the whole meal themselves. That means that the children, they cook the dinner or the meal, okay? Not someone else, but them. In this sentence, the subject could be replaced with the pronoun they. So you use the reflexive themselves. Now, this is a chart that I ask you to copy, in which you have subject pronouns and its corresponding reflexive pronoun. But also you have an example. Let's see. For the pronoun I, the reflexive pronoun is myself. So as an example, you have I bought the book for myself. That means that you didn't buy a book for your mom or for your friend or for someone else, but you bought the book for you. So because the object is the same as the subject, you use a reflexive pronoun and you say, I bought the book for myself. You don't say for me, okay? Now, let's see the next example. You should be careful not to cut yourself. He or she. He presented himself at the party. The cat licks itself. We decorated the tree ourselves. Now you can come up and introduce yourselves. They taught themselves how to cook. Now, my advice for you is to, besides understanding the concept, of course, to memorize all of this. That's the only way. There's not a rule to make a pronoun a reflexive pronoun. You just have to memorize them, okay? So that's something you will have to do at home. Now, look at the table to see which reflexive pronoun we use with each pronoun. At times, the pronoun does not appear in the subject, but it is implied. Complete the sentences by writing the correct reflexive pronoun on the line. And I'll help you a little bit here. You have the first sentence. Mary fixed the car when it broke down. What is the subject over here? Mary. Now remember that because we are talking about reflexive pronoun, we are going to assume that the object is exactly the same. So Mary, if we replace Mary with the subject pronoun, what pronoun should we use? Because it is a woman, we use the subject she, right? So let's try to find she on our chart. It is over here. So what is the reflexive pronoun that I should use? Herself. So the answer would be Mary fixed the car herself. Sorry for my letter. When it broke down. Now let's go with the next one. We enjoyed on our last camping trip. Now look at the chart and identify what is the reflexive pronoun for we. There you have it. Let's keep moving. Number 3. He knows how to take care of. So what's the reflexive pronoun for he? Here you have it. Number 4. The monkeys opened the cage. Now we talk about the monkeys, even though it is an animal, it is a plural subject. So we are talking about they. What is the reflexive pronoun you need? Let's continue. Number 5. When I saw a celebrity at the store, I decided to introduce. Now, what is the subject? I. What is the reflexive pronoun? There you have it. And last but not least, number 6. The coffee maker will shut off if it is left on. So the coffee maker is the subject. What pronoun should I use instead of the coffee maker? We're talking about an object, so it should be it. And what is the reflexive pronoun? There you have it. Okay? Now, as soon as you finish with this work, let's continue on page 96. Okay? Read the sentences. Circle the reflexive pronoun that completes each one correctly. I'll help you to identify the subject, but you have to do your answers. Now, you can help to whatever you want. So we have the subject pronoun. What is the reflexive pronoun for you? Give your answer. Number 2. My cousins and I made a delicious dinner last time. If we are talking about my cousins and I, what is the pronoun to replace that subject? We? Very good. We. So what is the reflexive pronoun for we? Your time to choose. Now let's keep moving. Number 3. John got in trouble by coming home too late. So we're talking about John. What is the subject pronoun for John? It is a boy or a man. So that means we need the pronoun he. That is correct. Choose your answer. What is the reflexive pronoun for he? Number 4. Don't worry about getting paint on. Now, if you notice, we don't have an explicit subject on this sentence, but you can tell that I am talking to you, like if it was an imperative sentence, okay? Number 5. The computer fixed the mistake before I even noticed. The computer. What is the subject pronoun to replace this subject? We're talking about a thing, so the proper pronoun would be it. What is the reflexive pronoun for it? You choose. So you know, it's not that complicated, right? But we need to pay attention on the details. Now we're going to skip the game zone activity for now, but I want you to work on this activity. Write your best sentence for each reflexive pronoun on the lines below. So we have 6 different pronouns, as you can see on the chart above, these ones, okay? So please write 1 sentence for each reflexive pronoun. Ready? Time to work.